Hey, what's up guys? This is Mr. Greeters 2.
Alright guys, so we're in my Mark 6 Jetta right now. We're heading over to a local Volkswagen dealership to test drive the all brand new 2019 Volkswagen Jetta GLI. So without further ado guys, let's start driving and heading out to test drive the car.
I just arrived at the dealership, and the dealership I ended up going to is none other than Volkswagen MidTown Toronto. Their information is at the bottom left hand corner of the screen. So guys, now that we're here, let's go on inside and go to the reception area, find the receptionist, and ask for a salesman to show us the car, the all new 2019 Jetta GLI. And this time, let's go ahead and test drive it for once. So here's the side door here for the service entrance, but it'll also lead you to the front sales entrance as well. So here we go, let's go inside, grab the door, there we go, grab a second door, there we go, turn left here, and here immediately in front of you is the service and collision area. We go past that, there's a hallway here, and turn left. We find washrooms here, in the back end of the showroom. Here's the showroom. Alright, so let's head on over to the receptionist area and find the nice, lovely receptionist. After heading on over to the receptionist lady, I asked for a salesman to show me the all-new 2019 Jetta GLI, as well as go for a test drive. She immediately called over a Mr. Nick Niu in sales to go ahead and show me the car and take me on a nice test drive. Heading on over to Mr. Nick's sales desk, I looked at the remainder of the showroom. Just look at all these cars. Wow. After having a quick discussion with Mr. Nick, he told me he didn't have any GLIs yet available for test drive, but he was willing to go ahead and get one registered for me in order to go ahead and do a test drive today. So after waiting about half an hour, they finally got the car registered and we're all set to go on a test drive. Then I had to wait another minute in order for Mr. Nick to go ahead, put the license plate on the car, and pull the car off for me. Oh my goodness. And here we are. Full start guys, full start. Wow. You guys hear it? Sounds amazing. Alright, so here it goes. They're pulled it up for me. Wow, car sounds fantastic. Just look at that nice white smoke coming out of the exhaust pipes. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited and happy to finally get a chance to drive this wonderful and amazing car. Not to mention a quick, fast, and powerful one. And there we have it guys. Yep, the moment is here. It's upon me. Let's go ahead and jump in. So guys, here goes nothing. Wow, you can hear that chime. Sounds amazing and very loud. There's a door card. Yep, door. There's the steering wheel, the cluster. Lovely. Let's go ahead and get settled in here. Close the door. Great. And I'm a Mark IV guy, so those blue gauges are so fantastic to me. Oh my goodness, I love them so much. So I'm driving today with my co-pilot, Mr. Nick, the sales guy. He just got in. Next up, we gotta change the mirrors to my specific settings for me. There's the left one. Now we're gonna do the right one. There we go. Perfect. I have the same car, so I know how to do it. After adjusting all the mirrors and the seat position, we're now ready to go. And yep, we took off. So as you guys can see here, my gas light is on. So therefore that means we have to go now and get gas. So we're gonna head out now to Petro Canada gas station nearby here to the dealership to fill it up with 91 octane fuel. And of course, we'll be using the dealership's prepaid gas gift card. The salesman told me that this car hasn't been PDI'd just yet, so some features on the actual radio are not really available, but I think most of them are. So because we're only going down the block here, so that's why I haven't played around with the dynamic settings just yet. There are 5 different settings. There's normal, or sport, or eco, or comfort, and a custom setting that can personalize steering, throttle input, shift points, engine note, front differential performance, and even your climate control settings and ambient lighting color. Oh my goodness, guys, oh my goodness. We just now pulled into the gas station. I'm pulling here at a pump to pump gas. So far the car drove very well. The seating was very nice and held me in my seat very good on the corners. The steering was amazing, very light and precise, and the overall ride and bounciness of the car was so fabulous and fantastic. Here's a photo now of the exterior of the car just after we filled up on gas, and while the gentleman, Mr. Nick, went ahead and paid for the fuel. So after Mr. Nick, the salesman, finished paying for the gas, he got back in the car. I turned the power accessory mode on and started up.
Okay.
I then put it into drive and it was ready to take off and go. So here goes nothing, guys. We're exiting the gas station, going on the main road, and as you can see, my range now says in my instrument cluster here 540 kilometers to a tank, which is, not too bad and not too good at the same time. It's, average around, and off we go. We actually needed to make a left turn at that previous light there at the gas station, so we went down the road and now we made a U-turn. We're coming to a stop here. Mr. Nick put the car in sport mode and also made the instrument cluster full navigation. These are my most favorite features of this car: the sport mode and the navigation map in the instrument cluster. Oh my goodness, guys. Driving down this road now. This road actually leads to the freeway, so we're slowly approaching the freeway entrance. This car drives amazing. You can really tell just how well this car was built and made. Having driven it for a few minutes now, I can tell that I'm really emotional, as I currently have a Mark 6 Jetta and a Mark 7 Jetta. Here Mr. Nick is going through some of the settings in the radio screen. He basically just wanted to show me what features I can turn on. We're now slowly but surely approaching the freeway entrance. I'm so excited to see how this car performed on the freeway. Alright, we're just getting into the turning lane for the freeway entrance. The brakes are so fantastic and stop on a dime. These engineers really do think about everything. And just like that, we're entering the freeway. It's time to open her up a little bit and see how she does. But it doesn't help so much with this minivan in front of me the whole time. We're now merging into the freeway. And now with the van finally getting out of our way, we can open it up a little bit. Whoa, fast, eh? Yeah. Staying within somewhat of the speed limit, following traffic, we're continuing on with our drive. The car drives fantastic, very peppy, easy to maneuver around other cars, as well as past other cars. Wow. Okay, so where do we get off? Soon?
Yeah, we can get out from
Lookout? Okay.
and if you wanna drive local, we can take Sheppard Ave. If
Yeah.
you wanna find the highway, we can take
Yeah, then local back. It'll be better to take the local roads back to get a better sense of the vehicle. Here we're deciding to stay in the collector's area so we can exit off soon. See, my mirror is plastic too, that's nice. My car doesn't have that, no. My car's base model doesn't have that. Yeah. So my blind spot mirror detection flashed there to tell me there's a car in my blind spot. Watch out. Very nice car. Yeah, I'm a Volkswagen enthusiast, so that's why I like driving these cars, you know? The high-end cars, yeah. Like Arteon, GLI, GTI, yeah. I haven't even driven the R yet, so I drove the R too. Yeah, Golf 400 and things like that.
Yeah.
And that's it, guys. Our freeway driving is over, and now we're just left with city driving. The GLI performed exceptionally well on the highway. It got up to speed very fast, merged well, overtook well, passed well, changed lanes amazingly well, felt comfortable on bumps and rough road. I have to say, guys, I'm absolutely loving this new MQB platform Mark 7 GLI. It's such a fantastic car and the best Jetta I have ever driven yet. So I'm going Sheppard, right? Sheppard left. Okay. This sport mode of DCC was so fantastic. I absolutely loved it. It felt so good and handled so well. Again, guys, these massive GLI brakes are so fantastic and actually do stop at a dime. Oh my goodness. I didn't have to brake hard on the freeway, but even so, I still feel very confident these brakes will do a hard stop, no problems. So, we're just driving now through the city here in traffic, moving along, you know, normally, at around the speed limit. Car's doing very good, feels very comfortable, the seats feel amazing, and the response from the car is very good. So we're making a left turn now onto the main road to head back to the dealership, as the test drive is a little bit more than halfway over. Definitely fast car, I love it. Love it so much. Nice car. Thanks so much for the test drive today. It was very nice. I'm like one of those enthusiast guys. Yeah. Volkswagen enthusiast guys. So for me it's good to test drive these cars. As you guys are noticing, this road here is very bumpy and very bad. Oh my goodness. You can see the car getting hit and moving around as well as shaking around. However, sitting in the driver's seat, I barely even feel a thing. This car is so well at taking the hits and not impacting the driver at all. DSG, it's fast. Yeah. Try the shifters too. I have a car too. Old car. The old Jetta. Let's see now. We're in M6. Okay. Nice. Nice pedals. So guys, I figured now since the test drive is nearing its end, I might as well use the paddle shifters and shift with the paddles instead of just leaving it in automatic mode where it's kind of, you know, boring and not intuitive. As you guys can see, I'm not dodging any potholes, nor am I taking chances with weaving in and out of traffic just because this isn't my car and I don't want to have to fix it when it goes wrong. And paddles again, guys, paddles. Second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, sixth gear. Yeah, my old car too was Jetta S. So I tried the Impulse basically. So I didn't have the steering wheel with the buttons and the shifters, no. So I put it myself. I put GLI steering myself on the car. And everything's working fine. Shifters working fine, buttons working fine, airbag working fine. Good, eh? I'm a good mechanic. Easy. Third gear, second gear. Third gear, fourth gear. Car goes, yeah, no problems. I know the road trip. I've been here a million times, so I'm familiar. No good, yeah. Bumpy. So here we've hit some more traffic, as well as, you know, the normal traffic lights and whatnot. So we're slowly getting back to the dealership. So therefore the car's back in D, guys, unfortunately, just for now. I see an SUV here with his turning signal on, so let's let them go ahead in front of us. We're doing a close on the accidents. Alright, moving along. Road's still very bumpy. Now we're in third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, and sixth gear. Car picks up speed, man, pretty fast. And yeah, I feel the car on the bumps, it's not too bumpy, the car. It feels very stable, very good. Starting at this green light now, I've changed the division to S mode. That's right, sport mode. But I'm a sport mode. S. Yeah. Very good, very good. My car too, my old car has a sport mode too. You press down. S. Yeah. Oh, this was faster, way faster. Oh yeah. Way faster. Wow. Now we're close because you can see the KFC here. Yeah, it's close. Yeah. So for the same spot, right? First driveway. No, the next second is blocked by cars. You can't drive it inside. See the car behind me there in the mirror? Those are my headlights. My headlights in the mirror? Yeah. Those are my headlights. Same car. LOL, guys, there's a Mark Jetta behind me with my headlights. The wood producing ones. Alright, we're pulling back into the dealership now, so let's go ahead and find a parking spot to park it in. I had a very good time, a huge blast driving this car. Oh my goodness, what an experience. You guys really have to go out to your local Volkswagen dealership, ask the salespeople to give you a car to test drive, because you must absolutely do it. It's so fantastic. You're gonna have a hell of a blast driving this car. And also, if you like it so much, go ahead and purchase it. I highly recommend it. So here we are driving along. A lot of cars parked everywhere. Barely any parking spots left for us. So, what are we to do? Leave it here?
Yeah, you can leave that anywhere in there.
Here?
It's okay. You can leave it here.
You removed?
Yeah, I'm gonna move that.
Okay. Turn off like this, right?
Yeah, that's
okay.
it.
Thank you.
No problem.
And there you have it, guys. My test drive of the other GLI is over. And now Mr. Nick is reversing the car in order to park it in its final parking spot. Meanwhile, there's loud sirens of a fire truck driving by, and those reverse lights look like they're halogen bulbs instead of LEDs. Get in one last glimpse of it, driving, and that's it. Mr. Nick just parked it, and it's all ready to go on its next test drive. Again, I highly recommend you test drive one today. And out comes Mr. Nick.
Well, there you have it, guys. I had an absolutely fantastic time test driving this brand new 2019 Volkswagen Jetta GLI 35th Anniversary Edition. Oh my goodness. And just like that, this video is over. Take care. Have a good day. I'll see you guys in the next video.